Infinity 12 here. And boy, the internet just has a much bigger fucking problem when it comes to fan fiction and shipping. And why am I bringing this up? Because I am here to criticize people who have been hating and loving things that to me are wrong. And look, I get that some characters are not always the best couples in their own stories, but fucking come on, dude. We're all sick of the, hatred towards characters who are being shipped. We're just sick of the hatred that people tend to, have towards straight, gay, and bisexual relationships, okay? Plus, one thing that people are mostly sick of is when that, hatred and judgment comes from religion that just misunderstands the purpose of different relationships. Because people, they can ship whatever they want, but to me, they can never ship incest or children. And believe me, maybe a lot of us have seen it. Maybe some of us, I don't know, but it's messed up, because I know that incest and minor relationships are illegal, and it's disgusting and vile. But when it comes to, adult-aged characters, it's fine. And another thing is when it has to do with people hating certain ships. And even character rivals, which character rivals, some of them I'm okay with, while the rest of them I at some point cannot stand. Especially when it comes to fictional female characters like Amy Rose and Sally Acorn, because I've often been hearing things back and forth with Amy and Sally just bickering and fighting over one specific main character known as Sonic the Hedgehog, which is just pathetic and sad. It really is. And it's so sad that people have went as far as to stop their rivalry by shipping characters who were once rivals. Because, well, let's be real. Sometimes in real life, it comes to a point where you have to settle each other's differences. And it doesn't always end up in a relationship. It can end up in a friendship way, Or what's the word? Let me think. Geez, what is the word? I can't remember. It's like a word where two people just know each other but don't see each other as friends. Acquaintances. That's the word. And some people are acquaintances, meaning that they're just people who know each other and still at times challenge each other, I don't know. It's just, and another thing is that some people just don't listen and to reasons why it's best to keep some characters as a couple, because, well, say that in the past Harley Quinn had a toxic relationship with the Joker, which I have heard about quite a lot, actually. And she's relied on her best friend, Poison Ivy. And Poison Ivy saw that Harley needed to break out of the toxic relationship with the Joker, because Harley and Joker's relationship wasn't healthy anymore. And I don't think it was ever healthy from the start. Sure, they both were crazy and violent and murderous, but if people don't pay attention to like parts of the show or the comics, it shows that over time Joker started to physically and mentally abuse Harley. And after remaining faithful from the Joker's abuse, she realized she had to leave him. Because if a relationship isn't getting healthier, then you need to move on. And throughout the rest of the series, Harley Quinn just ends up living out of the Joker's shadow, you know? Plus, I have seen, like, the Harley Quinn and Batman movie. It's pronounced Batman and Harley Quinn. And, well, basically, for those of you who have seen it, I can't explain it. For those who haven't seen it, you can click away from this video. Because I know you people don't like it when things are spoiled, so just click away if you don't want anything spoiled. But anyway, in the movie, it's basically about, like, Poison Ivy, who was, like, doing her usual thing, getting sick and tired of humanity, and trying to make the world a better place. Because Mother Nature stuff and Batman and Nightwing, along with Harley Quinn, had to come up with a plan to stop Poison Ivy. But she was being manipulated and controlled by this Jason character. Not the Jason that you people know. He's basically another, like, sidekick of Poison Ivy's and the Swamp Things. And after Harley and Poison Ivy try to convince themselves what's, like, right and wrong, and it results in chaos and fights. Harley eventually comes up with the only solution to, like, stop Poison Ivy, and that is to, like, make her pleading face, which pretty much it easily, like, softens Poison Ivy. Probably because they've been friends for a long time. And and then honestly, in the end of it, the end of the movie is pretty funny to me, because basically Harley comes up with an idea to like set Jason, the plant guy, on fire, since he was made of leaves and stuff. And right before they do it, Batman and Nightwing, for some reason, they both like kiss Harley on the cheeks, and Harley's like, "Aw, shucks," and then after some credits, Jason is running away, screaming and catching on fire. Yeah. And Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy carry on with their own hobbies separately. But what's my point? My point is that all the shipping hatred is ridiculous and needs to stop. It needs to fucking stop, people. I don't care what it is that you hate about some of the characters, but I certainly have my disagreements, not in a hateful way, but again, there are some relationships to a lot of us that are not okay, which is like relationships involving young children and relationships between siblings, which is considered incest. And those are the type of relationships that I despise and am easily disgusted by, because that's wrong, dude. And people need to learn to accept that truth. It's messed up and it's wrong. Anyways, that's it. So, thank you for watching, and goodbye.